Hello my friends, William Poloniak here again at Whole Health Foundation. Today I'm making cucumber carrot juice with a number of other greens. I have over a dozen cucumbers and kohlrabi greens, kale greens, and French sorrel greens. Let's take a look at my ingredients. In addition to my carrots and my cucumbers, I have kale greens from a couple of plants, kohlrabi greens, 150 grams of turmeric, ginger, and garlic. Now I want to point out that I'm using the front-loading feed tube that is an exclusive invention of Whole Health Foundation. I'm using the number J grid for greens. It does a better job on greens. And I'm using the near zero blowback cutter that has over 80 teeth. And that shreds produce 4 degrees centigrade cooler. So let's put on the cutter. And we'll plug in the thermometer. And I'm going to start by feeding in 3 or 4 ice cubes. Now it's very important to feed the ice cubes through slowly so that the cold transfers to the cutter in the feed tube. Now all of my cucumbers are very large, so I'm going to cut them in half. Now I'm done with my cucumbers, and I have so many cucumbers I had to transfer some of the pulp into another container here just so the rest of my greens would fit. So let me put in the rest of my kale greens. More kohlrabi greens. High as 35 or 40, so I'm going to put in more ice cubes to cool down the cutter. I'm going to put in the ginger, the garlic, and the turmeric. Some turmeric. More turmeric. Continue with French sorrel until we're done, then we'll switch to carrots. Here's the last of my greens, the last of my French sorrel, and after that I'm going to clean the grid, switch to the number 2 grid, which is better for carrots, and continue until I'm done. The next step is to take 6 cloths out of the freezer, unfold them, and put them over the bowl of produce. And the reason we keep them in the freezer is that germs and airborne contaminants cannot grow in the freezer. Now when you have carrots in the mix, you do not need the bamboo liner. So we're going to put 3 scoops of the pulp into the cloths and press juice. And we'll leave some room up here for the folded cloths. Put in the tray. Get a bowl for the juice. And 3 scoops into each cloth. Now here's my 6 cloth less work method. This goes forward, that goes over, the spent cloths go on top. 2 more cloths into the press. Again, very important. Centered left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, and back it off a little bit. Make sure it's on the press plate properly. Now you do not throw away the pulp. What you do is put 2 spoons full on top of the old pressed pulp, not 3, just 2. And we continue that way until the end, and toward the end you might only put 1 scoop on top. You don't want this patty to be too big. So turn it upside down, flatten it, set it aside. And when you're on your last cloth, advance that all the way. We had a large batch of cucumbers this time. So I want to put all that cucumber pulp in the bowl. And we'll give it a good mix and then start making more juice. And we'll continue. We'll put in 2 more cloths full of pulp, and again, right in the center, centered left to right, centered front to back, adjust if need be, all the way back, and back it off a little. It's very, very important to put that in the center. Again, 2 scoops on top of the old pulp. Now remember, this is mostly cucumber. Filling from the back side so the camera gets a good look. And notice I'm filling to about 10% from the top. And what I'm going to do is add either filtered water or bottled water. Now we'll make more juice. Pull the tray forward. Put 2 cloths right in the center. Very, very important. Centered left to right, centered front to back. I had a juicer come in from a commercial business yesterday, and the press plate was broken because they had set it off center. And that constant pressure off center is going to break your press plate. So make sure it's right in the center. Now my friends, as you can see, I've repackaged all of the spent pulp into 3 double packets. This is pulp that most people would throw away. I'm going to use a measuring beaker to show you how much extra juice is still in this pulp. So let's put in 2 cloths, press it down flat so it will fit in better. Very important to be in the center of the tray, make sure it's on the plate properly. Centered front to back, centered left to right, all the way back, back it off a little. Now it's very important not to let this go up too fast. Wait for traction between these 2 cloths, and when you get juice flow, like about now, you can advance it all the way. 12 ounces so far, that's another full bottle of juice. And we still have a steady flow here, so we'll wait for droplets. And we'll continue repackaging while that's pressing. Now this is too full for me to continue, so I'm going to dump this into the collection bowl and press the rest of the cloths full of pulp. Here we have 2 more. Now I could repackage these cloths again, but for the sake of brevity in this video, I'm not going to do that. I'll just put these in the center, centered left to right, centered front to back, all the way back, back it off a little bit. I'm going to put this last cloth on top if I can fit it. No, we can't. We'll just put it in here. Advance it all the way and back it off. Now there's the last of my pressing, and I've got over 10 ounces more juice. And between the first pressing and this pressing, that's 2 extra bottles of juice. Now I can leave that up as long as I have a steady flow. And now it's changing to droplets, so we'll back that off. Now I'm topping these bottles off with distilled water. And as I've said before, you can use filtered water or bottled water or even tap water if your water is pure in your community. And now I'm going to cap off all of these bottles, and then we'll do a taste test. Well, my friends, as you can see, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 bottles of juice. And at least 2 of these bottles came from pressing the pulp that most people would throw away. So it's approximately 10% more, and we have enough here for a taste test. So let's do a taste test. Well, my friends, today we got a large batch of juice. 22 bottles of juice, mostly cucumber. Cucumber is very good for the skin, the nails, and the hair. It nourishes all 3 of those. So let's give it a taste. Oh, that's delicious. Let me see, what can I recognize there? The French sorrel I can taste. Definitely the cucumber, and a little bite from the garlic. Well, my friends, I hope you like what you've seen. If you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to call me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. I'll see you in the next video.